We're sitting in the living room of the Seed House, which is the student experiment in ecological design. Our main goals are to spread ecological living practices. You know, our first and primary goal is outreach. If the actions of this house end with us, then we see that as a failure. And our second goal, which is just as important, is to reduce our ecological footprint right here on site, to know our impact on the world and to make sure it's a positive one. We moved into the house in actually September of 2007. And the mood was exciting and uncertain. You know, we had been working on this idea for 2 years, doing a lot of work to try and get it up off the ground and secure funding. And then we stepped into our house, we dropped our bags, and we sat down and we had a meeting, and it was like, okay, what now?
I think Seed House is a great example of, you know, students trying to walk the talk. You know, I mean, you get people engaging in classrooms, learning about things, but the opportunity to actually live in a house where you get to sort of realize that vision in practice.
It's not superficially that different from a normal house, which is one thing we try to go for. You know, we don't want to scare a lot of people away by being too ridiculously green. So one of our missions is to try and do sustainability that the average homeowner can emulate. We do a low flow faucet to reduce our energy use here. We've got a vermicomposting bin. We use these worms to compost our food waste. And when you use worms, it doesn't smell, so you can keep it indoors all throughout the winter. So the worms will eat up the food waste that we put in, and they'll poop it out in some really nice, rich soil.
This bucket you put under the tub faucet when you're running the water waiting for it to get hot, because even though it'd be great if we all took really, really short cold showers all the time, it's really hard when the weather is so cold. We have another bucket under the sink. There's a pipe that's been unscrewed so that the water from the sink can just go straight into the bucket. And both of these things, the water coming from here is obviously a little bit dirtier because it's got toothpaste in it and soap and whatever else people are using at the sink. But what we do then is we put it in the toilet tank.
And once you flush, this will empty out, and you can just pour your water back in.
But we actually don't even flush that often because
Not on this side anyway.
we have some policies about when to flush. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
So this is a really simple way to measure how long you're spending in the shower and just give you a reminder to keep it short if you can. One thing we try to do is we never try to, you know, force anybody into anything. We don't have any laws of you can only take a 3-minute shower because we recognize we all have different needs. We can all reduce our energy use in different ways. And sometimes after a long day of finals or something, I just need a bath and a beer. So we come back and don't look at the shower coach. Most of us eat at the co-ops on campus. And so the co-ops are student run. We do all the cleaning and cooking for ourselves. There are, I think, about 600 people on campus in the co-ops. And we serve mostly vegetarian, local, organic food that comes from the local farm or other Amish growers in the area. Oh, I'm pretty sure these leeks are all from our local organic farm that's just a few blocks down the road. And that's actually where we send the compost from the co-op. So you'll see the compost bins around, and we put our food waste in there, and then we send it out to the farm, and we make really healthy soil, and then we grow our vegetables in it, and they come back to the co-op and we eat them. So it's a whole great cycle.
One of the neat projects going on this semester is what we're calling the light bulb brigade. This is a group of students that are exchanging compact fluorescent light bulbs for incandescent bulbs.
This neighborhood is only 3 blocks down the street from our Seed House, so we're trying to make an impact right near where we are. Yeah, so we're happy to swap out as many bulbs as you like. We had a donor to the college offer to give us 10,000 light bulbs, compact fluorescent light bulbs, CFLs. We're basically going out to community homes and offering 1 CFL for every old incandescent bulb. And we've given out about 8,500 light bulbs so far. Yeah. There we go. I think our generation is unique in how we blend idealism with pragmatism. You know, if you act small and you weatherize your doors and you reuse your shower water and you do all these little things, then maybe a friend will come over and see that and realize that it's fun and easy too. And then they'll start doing it. And then a friend of theirs will start doing it. You know, we're not exactly the granola kids of the 60s and 70s who were, you know, about restoring America to a farm economy. But we really care about these issues, and we care about making a positive change in the world, but we're also extremely flexible and fast and realistic when we're addressing these issues. And I think that's something new that our generation is bringing.